Once you learn how to make granola at home, you'll never need to buy store-bought again. Hey, I'm Shariba from In Search of Yummy-ness, and today I'm going to show you how to make an easy homemade granola. To get started, I've already preheated my oven to 300 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 150 degrees Celsius. Next, I'm adding the dry ingredients for this granola to a large bowl. So we have the rolled oats, the almond flour, some salt, almonds, cranberries, pumpkin seeds, and dried apricots. I didn't add the brown sugar here. That's actually going to go in the syrup, and I'll show you that afterwards. Of course, you can customize this recipe to add any sorts of nuts and seeds that you enjoy. And once you've got them all in the bowl, just give it a good stir to combine everything together. So next we're going to make the sticky syrup that holds this granola together. So in a medium saucepan over about medium heat, we're going to combine coconut oil, maple syrup, and the brown sugar and whisk that until it dissolves. Once everything is dissolved, I like to give it a couple of minutes to really heat through before I take the pot off the heat. After you take the saucepan off the heat, then you go ahead and add your vanilla and give it a good whisk to combine. So now that we have our syrup and our mixture of dry ingredients, we're going to combine them. So just go ahead and pour your syrup all over your dry ingredients, and then you're going to take a spoon and give that a really good stir to combine. I like to use a wooden spoon for this, but use whatever you're comfortable with. And just make sure you keep stirring until the mixture looks sticky and all of the dry ingredients have some of that syrup on it. Next, grab a sheet pan and line that with some parchment paper. You can see I've kind of folded the edges here just to make it easier for it to fit in the pan. And definitely don't use wax paper, parchment is the way to go. Next, you're just going to dump your granola mixture into the middle of this prepared pan. And I just like to use a spoon to do this because my bowl is really heavy, but get it on the sheet pan in whatever way you're comfortable with. So now I'm just using my wooden spoon to not only flatten this out into an even layer, but try to tidy up the edges as well. Any loose bits of granola that are away from kind of the main group are more likely to burn. So I like to make sure that I tuck those in on the edges and then also flatten the top into an even layer. If you want crunchier granola, you're going to want to make this layer thinner, but if you like a chewier granola, you can leave it kind of thick and it won't crisp up as much. Once that's ready, you're going to pop it into the oven to bake for about 30 to 35 minutes. When the granola has finished baking, it's going to have a light brown toasty color to it, and the texture will be firm but not hard. Don't be tempted to overcook this granola until it seems hard and crunchy. The granola will crisp up as it cools down. Make sure to let your cooked granola cool down for about 15 minutes so it's cool enough to handle, and then you can go ahead and start breaking it into clusters. Now, if you want, you can wear gloves for this, but otherwise, clean washed hands are perfectly fine, and just use your hands to break up clusters. You can make these pieces as big or as small as you like. Once your granola is completely cool, store it in an airtight container, and it should last for about 1 week on the counter, or you could freeze it for about 3 months. Just be sure to thaw it at room temperature before you eat it. And that's it. That's how you make a super easy, simple homemade granola that tastes really good. As always, the printable version of this recipe will be on my website. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to see more from me.